Hey, I'm Colleen Taylor, backstage at the Crunchies, and standing with me is Daniel Graff, who's the product lead at Google Maps, just won the Crunchie. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Colleen.
And so explain to me, you are kind of the man in charge of all things Google Maps. How do you kind of think about what you're doing with the project? What is Google Maps and what's the future for it?
Actually, I'm just one of many. There's a large team behind it, as you can imagine, and there's millions of people who help us improve Google Maps. Basically, every day we get tens of thousands of improvements, like, oh, that's not a left turn, that's a right turn there. So it's a whole community who makes Google Maps really good, and we have been working on this for 8 years now. It's only getting better. So we launched iOS in December. You might be using it yourself because you made it here on time. And we have a lot in store this year.
Yeah, this past year, so many people were excited and pretty blown away by the quality of the iOS app, because obviously Google is known for its Android operating system. How was that experience of building the iOS app?
Well, we got the opportunity, thanks to another company, to start from scratch basically on iOS. So we developed a whole new experience, and I think if you look at the feedback, we have like a 4.5-star average rating, which we're not used to usually. I mean, people love the app, but now we basically made it a lot easier than it was before. Before there was a lot of menus and things, given the feedback, we're pretty happy where we're at. And this year, I mean, we now nailed basically the basic use cases. We don't get you lost, we get you to the places you want, but there's a lot more you can do with a map, right? And that's what we have in store later this year.
Can you give me any more detail? I know that you're probably on super secret lockdown, but any teases here? I mean, where do you go from here?
Well, where do we go? The moon is pretty close, right? But no, where are we going? Maybe one thing I can say, if you look at a map and I look at a map, should it always be the same for you and me? I'm not sure about that, because you go to different places than I do. So I think there's a lot of opportunity in that.
Cool. That sounds very promising. And last question here. You are part of this team that builds such beautiful apps, but I also have to ask, are there any apps out there that you see that Google hasn't made that you just admire and think are really beautiful, or that are your favorite things right now?
Apps I'm using a lot. Well, I have to say, not that I don't want to make just talk for Google, but if you actually look at the latest Google apps, also Gmail on iOS, and how this is all coming together, Gmail, G+, Google Maps, there's like one unique design language now, and it makes it very easy to use, so that's what I usually use. Yeah.
And that's Kennedy, right? That's the design, is the Kennedy design? Or?
It was inspired by the Kennedy design. The Kennedy design was more on the online side, on the desktop side, and now on the mobile side, we kind of inherited a lot of that, and that's how you see this common theme, design theme.
Cool. Well, we all love beautiful apps. So thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.